gears. In life, you can stumble upon obstacles and challenges, and sometimes you can make the wrong decisions that could tarnish your record and even put you behind bars. But for those getting their lives on the right track, the small things can hold them back from getting a job. So is there anything that can be done? Joining us tonight is attorney Chris Hall with the Emery Law Firm. What does it mean to have your record expunged, Chris?
Getting your record expunged is like getting a fresh start. It wipes your criminal charges off your record, so when you get a job, go look for a job interview, it can't be seen.
Absolutely, and you can understand exactly why that's so important for so many people. How do you go about getting a criminal record expunged in North Carolina?
What you want to do is you need to file the expungement petition. You can go online, nccourts.org, look up forms for expungements. You need to file whatever county you got the charge in. You file that in that county, and then that will start the process for your expungement.
Is that an easy process?
It can be,
okay,
but you have to make sure that the paperwork is filled out correctly.
Gotcha.
You have dates correctly. You have your charges and your case numbers,
gotcha,
and everything lined up, just to make sure there's no errors and it won't come back to you down the road.
That all makes sense, absolutely. How long will misdemeanor and felonies remain on somebody's record?
If you don't get them expunged, they will remain indefinitely. So they will not. They will not move. If you got a charge when you were 18 and you're 65 years old, it will still be on your record until you get it expunged.
Oh my gosh. How can traffic infractions be expunged?
Traffic infractions rarely get expunged, but if you file an expungement for one and a judge grants it, you can get it expunged.
Okay, but you said rarely?
Yeah, traffic, yes, rarely. They're mostly for just the misdemeanors and nonviolent felonies.
Gotcha, gotcha. What shows up on a background check? I know that's a question a lot of people are wondering.
If you're arrested, that shows up on a background check. If you were charged for any kind of criminal offense, that shows up. And a lot of people don't know, even if your charge is dismissed, that still shows up on your record, even though it was dismissed. So that's why it's very important to get it expunged so it doesn't show up at all.
Absolutely. So the expungement process can be easy, but it can also take some time. I guess what would be the biggest tip for somebody who wanted to go about this process? They want to have their ducks in a row before they even start, right? What do you want to get organized?
You want to first go to your local courthouse, wherever you got the charges from. Get a printout of your charges, which will give you the case number, all your information, all the relevant information that needs to go on the expungement form. So you want to get that first. That way, when you're doing your expungement form, you can make sure everything lines up correctly.
Absolutely. Let me know if there's a curveball question. Is this a costly procedure?
Actually, no. Some expungements, if your charges were dismissed, there's no fee to pay for it. But some expungements are, court cost is $175, so you do have to pay.
Okay. Everything comes at a cost, right?
Right.
Any other last tips for folks?
Yes. I just want to let people know that in December, state passed a law which now, it used to be 15 years you had to wait to do an expungement. Now, if your cases were dismissed, there's no wait time. 10 years for felonies, 5 years for misdemeanors.
Okay, gotcha. In your line of work, do you notice that a lot of people know about expungements, or is this something a lot of people are actually oblivious to?
A lot of people are oblivious to it. They really don't know. They go around with a charge that is so old and they never take care of it and just follows them, all their life, when they can take the steps and get it expunged and not have to deal with it.
Absolutely. And this is incredibly important for a lot of people's futures, correct?
Correct. It affects employment. It can affect, where you're able to live, where you're able to stay. So definitely, I would tell people to look into, see if they're eligible for an expungement, and if they are, either contact a lawyer or go down to the local courthouse and try to do it on their own.
Absolutely. Chris, anything else for us tonight?
That'll be it.
Chris Hall from the Emery Law Firm.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for joining us tonight on Bounce, sir.
Have a good one.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
For more information, log on to WBTV.com. Look in the web extras section on the homepage. Again, thank you for being here, Chris Hall. That was awesome. All right, let's get back to our sound off Charlotte.